right here we can find wine everywhere. Wine everywhere.
Really?
Yes!
Oh. Good wine.
Hey, wait, what are you doing? You are not even decanting?
Why should I decant?
So here we're decanting the young wine because it is really important because it allows the wine to breathe. So in other words, the oxygen is helping to release the aromas. The most complex the wine is, the longer it will need to be decanted. So in order to decant the wine, you must pour it until the belly of the decanter, in the most voluminous part. So when we decant young wines, we pour the wine into the decanter really fast so that the wine has more contact with the oxygen.
Now we're going to talk about different types of decanter. Do you know that different types of wine takes longer time to oxygenate than the others? Take full-body red wine as an example. This type of wine consists of high tannins. This means that it needs more time in a decanter. To speed up with the process, we should use a decanter with a wide base to increase the oxygen exposure to the wine. Here are some examples of the decanter. From the left side, there's the Swan, Cornet, Duck, Narrator, and lastly, the standard decanter. Next, the small decanter is usually used for light-bodied red wines, rosé, and white wines. For white wine and rosé, decanting isn't necessary. It usually took 20 until 30 minutes until it is ready to be served. The middle one is the medium decanter. It is usually used for the medium-bodied red wine and it took 30 to 60 minutes for it to be served to the customer. The last one is the large decanter. Like I said before, it is usually used for the full-bodied red wine, since it can help to increase the oxygen exposure faster and it took more than 60 minutes for it to be served.
So I have here a bottle of in 1985.
Yeah.
Can I also decant this bottle?
Yes, I will explain it while I decant it.
So here now we are decanting all wine. So we do decant all wine in the only purpose to mix the sediments, tartaric crystal. Sediments must be separated from the wine as they are unpleasant to taste. In this way, we will just pour the wine into the decanter and immediately serve it. We do it for red wines that contains the most of sediments, such as older wine and vintage ports. So, in opposition with the young wine, the old wine is here poured really slowly so that all the sediments in the bottom of the bottle stay inside the bottle. So you actually have two ways of decanting it. The first way is to use a filter where all the sediments will be collected in this one. On the second way, you actually pour the wine before the end, so you have to leave a little bit of wine inside the bottle, not to let the sediments going out of the bottle.